Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. It is September 4th, 2025, and it's not as crazy as we started the week. So we've gotten a lot, everything from uncertainty to the Fed and data. There was a little bit yesterday, and today, this morning, a lot of people were excited about the ADP private payroll. That one actually surprised about the ADP a lot lower last month, and then we ended up getting the non-farms, but this time it did come in lower. There was a little bit of a reaction, and then the jobless claims all came in line. So people are paying attention. There's a lot going on with both bonds, gold, the dollar, and everybody getting ready because I don't know if you realize it, man, but we wrap up the week tomorrow. You get one more, and then it's Jerome Powell and rate cut week. So we got a lot. We are going to hear more about politics as well. You didn't get too much overnight, but now we bring it home to the end of the week, baby, and we will see. But for the most part, all about the data and the Fed, Chatadonia. So are you ready for Friday, Junior? Oh my goodness. Good morning, Gunner. What up, Mr. Edwards? Super Takeoff, Tim Whitman, Kurt Fadenthal, Battleborn, Malcolm Winning, Mr. Sandman. Good morning, baby. Dos Nacho, Justin Allen, Mustafa, JJ, The Strong Term. Hey, Broski, Ivan, Samuel, Z-Rot, I see you right. Good morning, baby. What up, Gus Gonzo? How you doing, Candy? Go, see and run, Tyree. Oh, y'all ready for Friday, Junior? I'm already yelling. Why am I hear myself yelling. I'm so excited. Paul, what up, Paul? What up, Lucky? Corner, River, Dome. Oh, my goodness. Good morning. So, Chatadonia, I hope you're ready. If I missed you, you're still blessed, bro. Are you ready? Let's have a good one. Oh, man. I need a dude. Why am I so loud today? What happened? What in the... I'm copying my dad, I feel like. Hello. Okay, here's Josh AI with the news. Good morning.
Top overnight news, trade tariffs. Trump admin urges Supreme Court to expedite appeal on rejected global tariffs, citing economic risks. Link, Reuters, Axios, Politico. Trump says trade deals with partners including EU, Japan, South Korea could unravel if tariff Supreme Court case fails. Bloomberg, European parliamentarians attack EU-US trade deal and demand changes. FT, White House and Japan near deal to implement lower tariffs on Japanese auto imports to U.S. Reuters, stabilization in U.S.-India ties may hinge on potential meeting between Modi-Trump at UN General Assembly later this month. Nikkei, central banks, Fed officials reference labor market risks as they weigh prospect of rate cuts. Reuters, Fed's latest beige book shows mixed economic conditions, persistent tariff overhang. Bloomberg, Fed rate cut debate clouded by falling jobs growth and persistent inflation risks. Reuters, GOP Senator Tillis says he won't consider a nominee to replace Lisa Cook until her case is adjudicated. Politico, RBA Governor Bullock says strengthening consumption may limit scope for rate cuts. Bloomberg, Swiss inflation reinforces likelihood of extended S&B rate pause. Bloomberg, markets projected tariff revenue helped keep a lid on bond yields. Traders say sentiment could turn if that revenue falls. FT, traders building bearish treasury positions ahead of non-farm payrolls data. Bloomberg, gold benefits from Trump's attempts to influence Fed. Bloomberg, Goldman Sachs says price could hit $5,000. Bloomberg, China weighs measures to cool market rally, including removal some short selling curbs. Bloomberg, Japan 30Y bond sale proceeds smoothly with result considered better than feared amid recent yield backup. Bloomberg, corporate Apple planning to launch AI-powered web search tool Netgear, integrated into Siri and Safari web browser. Bloomberg, HP guidance underwhelms, renewing concerns about margins in AI server business. Bloomberg, Salesforce sales guidance trails estimates, fueling doubts about payoff from Agentforce AI tool. Bloomberg, CNBC, Amazon ends free shipping sharing perk for Prime members, limiting benefits to individual accounts. NY Times, Canada Goose president says company not working on deal to go private. Bloomberg, American Eagles ad campaign with Sydney Sweeney revitalizes brand, forecasts low single-digit sales growth. Reuters, XAI CFO leaves company just months after assuming role. Bloomberg, Tesla says robo-taxi app now available to general public, indicating service will be rolled out beyond Austin, Texas. Bloomberg, Nidec experiences record share price drop after launching probe into improper accounting practices. Bloomberg. BYD cuts this year's sales target by as much as 16% amid competitive pressures. Reuters. Chinese tech firms, including Alibaba and ByteDance, pursue NVIDIA's AI chips despite regulatory discouragement. Reuters. Washington. Trump to host big tech CEOs at Rose Garden event. Bloomberg. Geopolitics. Trump says we'll speak to Putin in next few days. Flags response if he's unhappy with what Putin decides. FT. Putin sees chance of ending Ukraine war via negotiations, but warns he will end it by force if necessary. Reuters. UAE told Trump administration that Israeli plans to annex parts of West Bank could set back Abraham Accords. Axios. French socialist to meet premier with goal of replacing him. Bloomberg.
There's more. S&P futures, they are up by 0.1 Thursday morning off the best pre-market levels. Comes after U.S. equities finished mostly higher on Wednesday, with the upside leadership from big tech, department stores, builders, and other rate-sensitive plays like REITs, airlines, GSEs, and exchange. Among the standouts, energy, the big laggard, and the weakness is in crude. Treasuries firmer, but off of the best levels. Yields down 1 to 3 basis points. Dollar is up by 0.2. Gold is down by 0.8. Bitcoin down by 1.2, and WTI is down by 1.2 after falling 2.5 on Wednesday. No big directional drivers in play ahead of a busy morning of macro data. ADP private payrolls came in softer ahead of tomorrow's release of the non-farms. ISM services in the morning's other big data point. Rate reprieve, a recent positive. Yesterday's move partly chalked up to softer JOLTS openings, while some focus today on a solid 30-year JGB auction. Earning takeaways fairly company-specific, though sentiment surrounding application software CRM remains depressed amid concerns about AI competitive threat. Consumer resilience, one of the early themes out of the Goldman Sachs retail conference. Still a lot of discussion on the street about seasonal headwinds and stretch systematic long positioning. However, earnings revisions and expected Fed easing over the near term among the big bullish talking points. August ADP private payrolls printed 54,000, below the 85,000 consensus, and prior month's downwardly revised 104. Release flagged possible impact from labor shortages, skittish consumers, and AI disruptions. Weekly jobless claims came in at 237,000, a bit higher than consensus. Continuing claims were lighter than forecast. Final Q2 non-farm productivity was revised higher, up to 3.3. Prior was 1.6, while unit labor cost was revised lower. Trade balance widened more than expected month over month. August ISM services still to come. Senate Banking Committee will hold nomination hearing for Stephen Moran to join Fed Board of Governors. New York Fed President Williams speaks at 11:30. Goolsbee speaks at the close. And looking ahead, August employment report caps off the week tomorrow, with the street looking for a 75,000 increase. Apple reportedly planning to launch its own AI-powered web search tool next year. Amazon reportedly ramping data center build-out for Anthropic. Tesla said robo-taxi app now available to general public. CRM Q2 results, better takeaways, focused on limited margin upside, muted full-year guide rate, and still nascent data and AI. HPE helped by Juniper acquisition and AI server strength. Fig down big despite lack of incremental details in Q2 results following release of preliminary results in a late July IPO, though volatility has been a big theme for the stock. CNB as management highlighted ongoing AI growth monetization tailwind. GitLab pressured by lack of full-year guide stemming from GTM leadership and changes in CFO departure. SAIC saw slower contract growth and delays in new awards. ASON up big post-earnings gainer with focus on enterprise strength and AI studio momentum. AEO up big on back of Q2B and reinstated full-year outlook. Goose executive said company not in talks to go private. GIII cut guidance on cautious outlook from retail partners and tariff impacts. Habibi. There is a more, Habibi. There is a more for you. I have a more for you. Look, Habibi. Oh, wait, is that old? Is it? I think this one's old, dude. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's fucking old. Hey, I'm Josh. Sorry for the delay. Looks like we got old news. Since accurate thought is important, we're going to take a second to make sure you get that. In the meantime, if you haven't saved 10% yet, you're wasting your fucking time. Why wouldn't you? You woke up this early to not save 10% is fucking wild. Here at Long Term Ranch, we believe in saving 10% at all moments. regardless of what the world or media would tell you. It's actually fared very well. Now, 24-year-olds own a shit ton of homes and rent to their bosses. I know. Accurate thought, no fear. Goes a long way. Happy Honda days. Okay, I have pre-market movers. I'm not going to get you the pictures. You don't need the visuals. You guys are, I like Dr. Seuss, but I think you could do without it. CN is up by 12 off earnings. CRDO 12 off earnings. T Rowe 7.7. Goldman collaborate. Public investment to acquire $1 billion of T Rowe stock. HPE is up by 4.7 off earnings. UMC 3.2 reports August revenue. MCHP is up by 2.9. CEO Steve Songi says at Citi Global Conference bookings were better than anticipated. AppLovin is up by 2.4. Amazon 2.1 semi-analysis article discussing data center build-out for Anthropic. CRPT up 1.5, HSBC upgrade, Tesla up 1.2, Robotaxi and BYD reportedly cutting sales. Coop up 1.1, stockholders approve a merger with Rocket. AEO is up by 23 off earnings. Next up 6.3, 1.5 MTPA LNG sale. Ason 5.8 off earnings. IE 5.6, Avanho Electric and Maiden add 1,300 square foot of exploration licenses. E is up by 3.6, Evercore upgrade. NNE is up by 2.5, signs CRADA with Idaho National Laboratory to support advanced nuclear reactor development. PRM is up by 2.4, new 5-year agreement with USDA. BRA 107 declares dividend. CIGL up 100, insider buy, or BDSX is insider buy. SCVL 15 off earnings. Sens up 10, ever since 365 MOU. CRML up 4.1, initiated buy at Clear Street. AQST is up by 3.8. FDA will not require an advisory committee to discuss Anthilum. Sky is up by 3.3, results from preclinical studies. Fig down 15 off earnings. Sanofi down 7.9, phase 3 data for omletinib in moderate to severe AD. CRM down 7, 20 billion buyback in earnings. And Neo down 3.8, Freedom Broker downgrade. Snow down 2.7, CFO to retire. Duolingo down 2, DA Davidson downgrade. Texas Roadhouse down 1.8, downgrade. AMD down 1.3, Seaport Research downgrade. AGIO down 18, FDA extends PDUFA. AI down 14 off earnings. Dole down 10 off 11 million share offering. SAIC down 9 off earnings. GitLab down 5 off earnings. DLO down 5, 15 million share offering. SHC 20 million share offering down 4. CTRI 20 million share offering down 3. GII down 2.5 off earnings. PD down 2.5 off earnings. TTC down 1.9 off earnings. Neon down 80, expects earnings from patent lawsuit to be 15 to 20 million. CRMT down 20 off earnings. Dava down 17 off earnings, and FLWS down 11 off earnings, and ChargePoint down 5 off earnings. Yeah, Duolingo. Well, people have talked about not really learning anything. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Hold on, I have to ban him for the rocket ship. I was being nice. I was just gonna ban him and then lose his name forever, because it's the morning and that's a rocket ship. So why, you know what I'm saying? But I'll go write his name down just in case. But that's some ho shit. That's some real ho shit. Not just in case. But good morning. That's it. Within 13 minutes. I like it. Because we're gonna make some money today. Ah! Oh yeah. So Chattadonia. I think that's it. I think that's all the play. I got a couple of them. I got a couple I'm going to be looking out for. Really Amazon, Google, Tesla, PRM, Fig, Sanofi, and then UPS. And then you can watch American Eagle, but like anything related to retail, believe it or not. So like retail companies, and there's a conference, there's Goldman, and then one more. Yesterday, I'd say most of our plays were from catching some of those pretty early. So watch out for that, and we'll see Advanced Micro releases 6 semiconductor products. AMD sees earnings to benefit from new products. What's that? All right. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Went over the plays. We do have the pledge here in a little bit. But we have 10 minutes. I say we have a good solid 10 minutes. So we could talk about Duolingo. We could talk about life. It's Friday Junior. I didn't know what day it was. The holidays messed me up, man. I thought it was Friday, and then I was like, wait, it's not Friday. It's Friday Junior. So then I'm glad it's Friday Junior though, man. This is it. We had no watch list last night, but I do think we gotta start getting ready for the Fed. That's how I opened up this morning. I do think there's a lot going on in the world. When you just look around, I keep explaining it. I know we've gone through a lot, and that's what makes it feel either ominous or like nothing's happening. But then it's just like we are right around the corner from the Fed. So it's going to be very, very good. But that is our final thing we're waiting for before you know it. I am watching UPS on that news. And in general, I like UPS a lot. If we do get any update, if they're at any of those conferences, I think you might get lucky there. So we'll see. But I like UPS. We talked about it for the long term. It's just not at the it has the risk of the dividend being cut. So I think there's only one more negative catalyst for UPS, but I like it. The get together at the farm was very, very fun. So I think it was probably it was an unforgettable time, one of the best. I'm telling you, man. There's some good guys, and it's so kind of weird because I keep thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Every day, bro. Every day I've been even philo every night, every morning. I be reading, and bro, I don't know. Just I see it different. I keep seeing it in good reflections and revelation, bro. Because I'm just like, no way. I thought of it today. I had a thought about it today. So overall, it was good. I look forward to the next one. But what we learned from it is that we're probably not going to do the next one as soon. That's all. Yeah, it just took a lot of work. But I think we're going to do another one. We've got to figure out a lot, bro. And it confirmed what I always knew, man. That's why, like, for real, bro, if any of the standard that I'm running here, if any, I hope you never take a band too seriously. But, dude, you see how we run and roll with this community, bro, and the rules, and again, a high standard. Oh, it reflects in real life. And I love it. And that's why I said, man, like, it is some of the most genuine dudes out there, bro. I think it's amazing. And that's why, like, bro, to have that and people, just so loving and respectful, and then also just focused and ready for the mission. It's one thing to be nice. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be this and that, but why are we here? We need to end poverty. And then some of you guys who are young, we're gonna talk about it today in philo. Not even young, just like a lot of you here right now, you are at a very critical time in your life. So I'm glad I'm taking it seriously, and I hope that you could take it seriously for you. Because, dude, this is the moment. You're not too young, you're not too old. So, yeah, bro, this is where we got to bring it to life. And that's what I'm saying, man, to have everybody coming, they all had long terms, that's good. That's a good thing. That's what I want to see. Did we have fun? Did we played games, we hung out, bro, we talked about God, spirituality, all of it. But like I'm saying, like, what united us and what got us there besides the Lord? It's this goal, it's this mission. Like I said, over half of the people there owned a home. It didn't matter what their age was. So, like I'm saying, I want everybody, and that's what we're gonna do. So, it's dope to be around that, man. I like being around motivated people who want to do stuff, and people that believe, people that tell me about, what I'm gonna rent to my boss. It's impossible. And like I'm saying, you have that, the money-making desire, the desire to create and do good mixed in with just dopeness. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chill, bro. We were chilling. We had a lot of fun. We were playing games and doing everything else. So I like that dynamic. I really, really did enjoy that dynamic, and I think it was good. So be on the lookout for the next one. It's not going to happen as soon, but, we'll plan ahead, and we got to learn from all of it. And at the end of the day, too, man, we do it every day. So that's kind of the cool part, man, because although we did it in person, it's like, I don't know, it felt like being here every day. Like, we do talk, we do have our philo, we do go over things, and we have this opportunity, man. So I hope we use it wisely. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're 24. It's a beautiful age, bro. Use it, man. I talked to the young guys yesterday. I was just saying, man, if you're like under 25, I would love to get you a house, bro. I'm not going to buy it for you. You're going to buy it for you. But like I'm saying, just like that motivation of the young guys, I've seen it, bro. Because you guys are the ones who are most susceptible to the propaganda. You guys are the ones where you may not be invested as much in the system. So you're like, you know, and you watch the media. You're probably prone to peer pressure and what other, you know, criticism and other things. But then also at the same time, bro, the young guys, when they like when they're just like, oh yeah, I'm doing it, they do it. It's so insane. And you guys, when you're at a certain age, you got a certain level of energy in you, bro. And I think some of you should use that to your advantage, bro. You're down and you're ready and you're young. Even if that's what I'm saying, bro. Even if you fuck up, this is what they try to tell you. And they tell you, oh, you're young, make a dumb decision. You could take risk. That's what I'm saying, bro. You're buying a fucking house. You're not buying Bitcoin that you can't live in. You know what I'm saying? Then after you get a house, you could be able to do that. Italian designer Giorgio Armani has died. Oh, well, there you go. Giorgio Armani. That's it. All I do is smell a bunch of Persian cologne now. You know what I'm saying? That Armani, you know, that blue Armani. Now you don't know what I've been through. But yeah, rest his soul, baby. He had a good career. He had a good life, I'm sure. May the Lord be with him, and may the Lord have reached him before he passed. Amen, baby. But yeah, so go make your risk in the crib, and that way we'll see. But I don't know. The young guys, you have a secret power, dude. You have a Superman power, but you got to use it. That's what I'm telling you. Before you know it, it's gonna be gone. That's cause go live another couple of years, bro, of criticism. Live another couple years of conformity. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be the same. That's it. Right now, some of you are young. Anything you want, you could create it. You haven't really formed your mind yet, if that makes any sense. You're not gonna be like, I'll never do it. Oh, Josh, I could never. You don't know what I've been through. That's what old people say. You get what I'm saying? So let's. And even then, the old people ain't even that old, bro. That's it. Unless you Joe Biden, I don't want to hear it. What? What do we do? I want a house. Can I get one? Fuck yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, I love it, baby. Think about what we're talking about. All the opportunity, all of it, man. This is great, and we could do so many things. And it's a great country that we live in, man. But young or old, but especially if you're young now too, man. This is what I'm saying. I hope you guys can recognize this. I hope you realize the importance. I hope you realize that the same guy telling you all of this stuff about real estate, houses, saving, all of it. Every single morning, this American flag comes up. Every single morning, we honor a very special group of people who has already came before us, made the sacrifice. Even now, there's people that have already stepped to their post and have locked in for this country, bro. So to not honor that would be a shame. It already shows a failed society if you can't honor those who have literally paid the ultimate price. So that's why, man, every single day, and I hope all of you can follow me along with this in spirit, in love, in voice, and support the veterans. And veterans, thank you for everything. God bless every single one of you. The sacrifice you made did not go unnoticed. Again, you have impacted my life, and I recognize it every single day. And that's why, even for all of you, though, if you have served, you have fought for this land, you have said no to civilian life for the benefit of others, you're back now, and it's now your time to own the land. It's now your time to own good equities, and we got to do it the right way, and you got to take advantage of every program they're giving you, because if anybody deserves it, it is you, my friend. So at the very least, God bless you and thank you, and if you ever want to help me out, bro, let's make some noise for the veterans. I don't know if they feel me, but God bless all of you, and big shout out to everybody else out there. Doctors, nurses, teachers, firefighters, police officers, the janitors, the coaches, the garbage men, anybody making their community run, baby. God bless you and thank you. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Son of bitches! Oh, it's game time, baby! Hold on! Oh, yeah. Let's do it, baby. All right, so Chattadonia, are you ready? Oh, we only got 4 minutes. It's time to move on over. I had it as members only in the beginning, so I might switch it. So you know how last time where we made it where it was members only for Philo? Yeah, the next time I'm gonna just do members only for not Philo. Do you understand? I hope we don't troll today, because if we do, I'm feeling in a funny mood. I really am, bro. I got a couple jokes. I got a couple good ones. Baby. So let's get it popping. I will see you there. If it doesn't take you there, it may not be meant to be. So God bless you all. God bless America. Thank you, veterans. And